Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Nano Dimension's NNDM stock because investors think that the NNDM stock will experience a short squeeze relatively soon. We will then discuss why CATHIE Wood of ARK Invest is so supportive of Nano Dimension, and lastly, we will go over the risks along with the huge potential upside and gains that NNDM stock can bring to someone's portfolio by briefly touching on Nano Dimension's total addressable market, which is absolutely massive. Go and press the like button right now for more NNDM stock updates and stock news. Comment what you think about Nano Dimension stock down below. Turn on subscription notifications if you are new, and now let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. CATHIE Wood supports Nano Dimension because of how beneficial their technology is for defense companies, so she says that Nano Dimension has broadened their horizons by moving itself and labeling itself from just an AME circuit board company to a 3D printing technology company for electronic devices. Nano Dimension also has contracts with various defensive agencies around the world, and if we pair this with Nano Dimension's relatively new management, this has made CATHIE Wood and ARK Invest very impressed with the company. Nano Dimension specializes in fast prototyping that can help their clients with preserving classified intellectual property, meeting production deadlines, while also lowering a company's manufacturing costs, and because there's basically no waste to this process, it's very sustainable. However, we will further discuss Nano Dimension's fundamentals later in the video, because right now we will discuss its media attention regarding a potential short squeeze, which would be an extremely potent catalyst for the NNDM stock price. Because of Nano Dimension's inexpensive share price, speculators across social media outlets think that NNDM stock would make a perfect short squeeze candidate, which will allow its investors to more than double their current investments. However, just how likely is Nano Dimension to experience a short squeeze, and is it enough potential to throw some money into the stock? The short answer is not yet, and the reason for this is because Nano Dimension does not have a high enough short interest for a large short squeeze to happen. NNDM only has a short percentage of around 10%, while other stocks make much better short squeeze candidates with their short interests of around 20, 30, and even 40% in some cases. Plus, the short ratio is only 1.6, which means that shorts can cover their positions extremely quickly even if a short squeeze starts, it would be shut down. However, I would not bet against NNDM stock in any way because of its amazing growth potential and its fundamentals. Nano Dimension's Dragonfly printer could also see a lot of publicity soon because Nano Dimension serves the automotive industry, which is extremely lucrative, and NNDM can help relieve some of their production problems. The following statement elaborates more on this point, and I quote, "The additive electronics from Nano Dimension enable fast prototyping and manufacturing of conductive components, encapsulated sensors, and smart surfaces, all of which can offer car makers the flexibility of printing an entire circuit board or just part of a connector." Its ability to 3D print electronics on unique and non-standard shapes is being used for the rapid prototyping and manufacturing of highly sensitive and sleek design human-machine interface surfaces. Because of production delays from supply chain issues, used car prices have increased dramatically. This chip shortage could have effects that will last all the way until 2023, so because of this, the automotive industry will need to be smarter when it comes to their production, so this could increase the adoption of Nano Dimension's technology, which can help this industry. Nano Dimension stock has just started to uptrend again, which might be short-lived, but the good news is that NNDM has received clearance from from the US Patent and Trademark Office for, and I quote, "producing double-sided and multi-layered printed circuit boards utilizing inkjet printing." So if we pair this patent with Nano Dimension's newest technology and equipment, along with the semiconductor shortage, we have experts who state that Nano Dimension can now provide semiconductor prototypes in a few sectors. This is great news, and although NNDM stock remains a high-risk, high-reward play, the reward might really outweigh the risks here, and here's what I mean. First off, we have a very forward-thinking, innovative investor such as CATHIE Wood investing into NNDM. This should at least put NNDM stock on some people's radar. Next, we have whole sectors warming up to the idea of using 3D printing machines to manufacture their products in-house, especially the automotive, defense, and aerospace industries, which are all very lucrative. Lastly, Nano Dimension has a huge addressable market of over $58 billion right now, which is projected to be worth $70 billion by 2024. We have to keep in mind that NNDM is the only comprehensive additive manufacturing platform that develops and creates multi-layered printed circuit boards, which can allow NNDM to land clients like Apple and Amazon in the future who desperately need PCBs. However, even if NNDM is not successful in selling their technology to commercial clients, government contractors and the US military are more than happy using Nano Dimension's technology because they believe it's a disruptive technology that meets their needs. Also, Nano Dimension has over $1 billion of cash on hand, which is more than enough capital to expand their technology organically while also acquiring new technology through various acquisitions. Nano Dimension also plans to release 2 new generations of their technology, particularly their 3D printing machines, in the next 18 months. So let's look forward to that and hope that NNDM can sell a lot more of them, because currently NNDM only sold around 61 machines from 2018 to 2020. Now, basically, because I never invest into companies that are not profitable, I like to use the ARKQ, ARKW, and PRNT ETF by ARK to expose myself to NNDM stock and the 3D printing industry as a whole without having to take the risk of owning NNDM directly. Even with the associated risk of NNDM stock, the upside and the potential for growth does outweigh the risk that you would take for investing into the stock. In summary, I don't think NNDM stock will short squeeze massively anytime soon, but the capacity will definitely be there if the short interest increases a lot. With bulls like CATHIE Wood backing NNDM, investors should pay attention to the stock, and with Nano Dimension issuing 2 more machines in the next year and a half, we should see some good price action, so the risk to reward here is definitely worth it to some investors. But what do you think? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next YT video.